My name is Jonathan. I'm the new director of Anime TV. It's good to be here. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out today to check it out.
I thank you.
Call me. Got a lot going on, everyone. As we move into Anime TV Season 3, before we do anything, I want to introduce you to our wonderful cast. Please give it up to our cosplay music expert. You can talk to her about many things. She's all around the con. She's covering Miku tonight. Very nice. That story you're going to see on Anime TV later. Please give it up for Traci Hines. Coming down live, we've got our host of Anime TV, an insanely talented woman. You've heard her voice just about everywhere. Really, I hear her in my dreams. It's the wonderful, talented Miss Cristina V. And our Bailey's Big in Japan expert. She's our field agent. She's all over the map. She knows tons of things about anime and even non-anime alike, just like Star Wars.
I'm just a big nerd.
Big old nerd. She's fantastic. Give it up for Bailey Chadwick! And last but not least, he's our resident otaku. He knows just about everything there is to know about anime, and I'm so happy he's part of our show because if I ever have a question, I go to this man. It's the wonderfully knowledgeable Roy Pitts. So we're moving on to Anime TV Season 3. We've got a lot of things changing for Anime TV. A lot more interactive stuff happening. A few things to announce, but we only have a few minutes actually with Cristina V, who's got to move on to another thing. So I want to open up questions to our panel right off the bat, and especially Cristina, because we have her for like... She has 4 minutes, so right off the bat, does anyone have questions, please, for Miss Cristina V? What was that? Oh, you know what? Cristina and Traci both really cover our music, so yes, absolutely. If you have any questions, direct that direction right there. Any questions? Please raise your hand for Cristina V. Oh yeah, and a big thing, guys, to know before we ask questions, before we open things up, is that one of the wonderful things about Anime TV, which makes this show unique, as opposed to anything else out there, is all of us, we're just fans of anime. None of us started like as professionals, as voice actors, or anything like that. We were just fans. And then we were sort of came into the show, and now we're all working in the business. We're all working professionals, and so we come from a different perspective. Because, I don't know, we were just sitting here, like being like, you know, oh my gosh, Vic Mañana, you're so great. And now, you know, now here we are. So, I mean, we have a different perspective. So, I mean, that's part of this panel too, is opening questions up to, you know, that you guys can ask us. So, please, any questions for Ms. V before we lose her? Anything. Oh, yes, go ahead, please.
Favorite anime?
Favorite anime? I have a couple, and these are oldies, but I love Sailor Moon and Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Oh, how about this? Any project that you're working on that you're allowed to tell us about?
Oh, Tekken Blood Vengeance 3D is coming out in theaters on July 26th, and come see it, especially if you live in LA. There's going to be a big event just down the street, and it's really cool. You guys know Tekken? It's a fighting game. Yeah. So please come. And Monday we're doing an event too. I'm going to be dressed up as the character. I'll be like.
What was that? Oh, you have a question? Oh my goodness.
Actually, I just wanted to say you did a fantastic job on your cover of Bad Apple.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Let's see. Any other questions for Miss V before we let it go right over here?
How do you feel going from being a fan into becoming a voice actress?
You know, it's been a really long, gradual process. And sometimes, I'll be honest, it's really hard to find, because there aren't many people like me in the business where you're kind of trying to find a constant balance between being a professional and still, you know, because I am a fan. So sometimes it's a very, I guess, thin line between it, and it's just kind of I'm still trying to find my footing. That's what it feels like. But yeah, I'm really happy, especially coming to AX. It's always a time to reflect, because my first AX was 10 years ago, coming here as a fan and wanting to be a voiceover actress. So yeah, so this year has really been special so far, because, you know, 10 years is like an anniversary, I guess, for me. So yeah, but it's been really special.
I remember the first time I met you, which you didn't remember. You don't remember this.
I don't know.
You won the PMX karaoke contest singing Sheena Ringo.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you. I swear it was you.
Well, good to know. You won AX Idol.
No,
No?
I didn't win AX Idol.
You won.
In fact, I was an AX Idol reject. So, there's another lesson for you, is keep trying.
Any other questions for Cristina before we let her go right over there?
What do you do to develop your voice acting skills?
I took a lot of classes in high school. In college, I majored in theater. I took a lot of acting classes. Like, that was my life for 5 years, is just acting every single day. And also singing, even though I'm not a trained singer, but just kind of dabbling in that, it's really helped improve. So yeah, do all those things, but especially the acting part.
Thank you.
No problem.
Please give it up for Miss Cristina B. Thanks, Cristina. She's going on to K-On right now, right? She's in K-On. You could, she's doing autographs, and she has a concert tomorrow at 5 p.m.
I don't think that's the right time.
That's the wrong time. So misinformed I am. What kind of host am
I
I?
thought I saw her at a karaoke contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Miss Cristina B. Okay, before we open things up once again to our panel, a couple things about anime TV coming up for season 3. One of the things is we are now going to be on the Funimation channel. I know, right? So that's actually just happened this morning. New news, they picked us up. We're going to be doing some spots for them about 4 or 5 times a day, and we'll see where the future holds with that. But it's very cool stuff on Funimation channel. So if you've got AT&T Uverse, check it out, because that means you have the Funimation channel. It's like channel like 1,480. It's like, there's so many channels nowadays.
It's us and Conan O'Brien.
Sorry, we're on right after Conan. I could set up people. Let's see, any questions out there for our panel? Any questions, anything like that? Because I could give more. Oh, there we go, we got a question.
So, what was the process for contacting Funimation and asking them to be sponsored and presented?
Flaming monkeys. We found out where they were. We set monkeys on fire and said, please pick us up.
And use a long slingshot, because it travels farther distances.
I don't know how your brain works sometimes.
It is a mystery that is even an enigma to myself.
I could actually answer that question, because that was my job. We are represented by Bang Zoom Entertainment. They actually started anime. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Woo! We actually started. We were all cast through Bang Zoom Entertainment. And it wasn't until about a month ago, maybe, that the company, like the Anime TV, I'm looking at them. About a month ago, Anime TV named me, Bang Zoom named me as the new director of Anime TV. And they were in talks with Funimation for quite a while about picking up Anime TV, but they needed a new person to sort of, you know, assist in the process. And so that's where I came in. How you doing? I'm Jonathan. And so I met with Funimation, and they've been very interested for a long time, actually, I've been finding. And so this was the time that Anime TV really gets to start taking off. So it's exciting. It's exciting. You can see Anime TV all season 1 and 2 on goanimetv.com, and I think YouTube. That's easy.
And season 2.5.
And season 2.5, that's right. If anyone, has anyone checked out Anime TV? Like, anyone at all checked it out? Yeah? That's good. That's nice. That's nice. Not since Revision 3. Revision 3 was our second season of Anime TV. It was on revision3.com, which is kind of cool. It's like this internet channel, which was nice. And since then, we've done a series of shorts, which have been very poorly received by the public. Very poorly received. In fact, we've been bashed, which is why we needed new leadership. And Anime TV Season 3, our first episode, will air in 2 weeks on goanimetv.com. And it will be, thank you very much. It will be a full-length episode, and we will be releasing an episode every 2 weeks, and one of those hated shorts every 2 weeks. However, we're gonna spiff them up a bit. It's not gonna be so crappy anymore. It better not be. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Any questions?
What happened to Johnny?
Johnny. Johnny, he'll probably still be around, but I don't think he's hosting much for us anymore. You know what? I haven't talked to him in a little while.
Well, I know he's really busy with eyeshine and stuff right now, so I mean, just seeing like talking to him a little bit, that's kind of the focus, I think, right now is eyeshine and the band, because it's doing fantastic, it's doing phenomenal, his band. If you haven't heard eyeshine, go download their music on iTunes. I'm just gonna plug it, because it's a really good band, it really is.
Yeah, Johnny and Bosch's band eyeshine, the Kick.
They're really awesome. I've seen them in concert like 4 times, they're awesome.
Yeah, and even season 2 on revision3.com, I mean, Johnny was in and out, because, I mean, he was really, his career's taken off, he's working so much, you know, so, yeah, Johnny's kicking butt.
He did give some tracks for season 2 as well. You listen, all those musical interludes here are from eyeshine.
There you go. He's all over the map. Any questions? And really, I mean, there we go.
Traci, what are you going to cover later at the Miku concert? Like, what are you
Well, we're going to be checking it out, and we're going to, you know, just, figure out what's going on and talk to you guys a little bit about why you want to be there and why this is so exciting, and, you know, just kind of check it out. We're going to get to go in and watch, too, so it'll be awesome.
And for all those who don't know, does anyone not know what Hatsune Miku is? Or, tell you what, if you do know, let me see your hand up in the air. If you do know, let me hear you go, woo! If you do know, let me hear you go, leak, leak. Perfect. Look at you, you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? You didn't see his face. I said leak, leak. He was like, no, so we want to introduce Hatsune Miku to the world, and a great thing about anime TV is we're also trying to bring in non-fans, as well as really, you know, give the fans service what they want. So Hatsune Miku is amazing, right? I mean, it's very unique also, but a lot of people may not know what she's about, so we're going to be able to describe that.
We're going to explore it.
And then show you firsthand, and then go party there.
Dance a little bit.
Questions, open, man. Anything. It could be even non-anime related, it could be anything, because Bailey and Roy and Traci, they know all about all sorts
I just got back from London, where I saw David Tennant and Bunch of Do About Nothing, and I was front row center, and I was like 2 feet from him, and it was just like, dreamy. I love him so much.
How was the Doctor Who experience anyway?
The Doctor Who experience, if you ever get to London, it's moving to Cardiff next year. It was fucking phenomenal. I'm sorry, sorry for the language, but it's like all the costumes, and it's an actual thing where you go through a crack in the wall, and there's freaking Daleks jumping out at you. Like, it was awesome. And there was this little, like, 4-year-old boy walking through the rooms with me, and with this little cute British boy, and he's like, there's 5 letters, and then there's 3 letters, that says Doctor Who, I should have known! Like, it was this big one. And I was like, oh my god, I want to steal that child! No, the experience was amazing, it was really great.
Has anyone seen the Doctor Who fan-made anime bit?
It was terrible, stop it.
You guys like it? Hate it?
Terrible.
Yeah, you know good taste in anime, baby. That's your problem.
More arguments to come on Anime TV Season 3.
Bring the controversy.
This is for the question for Miku cosplay?
For Traci? For me?
Yeah.
I'm like, me?
Okay, so
see if I can answer it.
So you're the anime music.
Okay, let me just say something really quick. I'm not an expert. I would never call myself an expert, but I'm a singer. I'm a musician, and I love cosplay, so I'll do my best.
Traci Hines, iTunes, download. She's on my workout mix.
Yeah, so that's, as far as the music goes, I mean, I love anime music, and I'm a big fan myself, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'm a singer, and I'm pursuing my own singing career, so that's where the music part kind of comes in, and cosplay is really kind of in the anime world, cosplay is probably kind of my thing.
I should rephrase that for the camera here on YouTube. Non-expert, but cosplay, I mean, absolutely. But she will be covering most of our music.
If you want to ask your question, I can do my best. No guarantees I got an answer for you, but...
She is a really big Nana head.
I love Nana. I call it Nana, though. I'm a dork.
I was just about to talk about her.
Well, yeah, what about Nana?
Yeah,
well, what's your question about that? Maybe. You are too, right? So you can...
Yeah,
I don't want to admit that to everyone.
If I'm going to use the word expert on something, I mean, I throw it to Roy or Taku, man. Like, challenge him. Challenge him. I dare you.
Bring it on. What's your question about it?
Actually, I just realized you're talking about the anime Nana. I was talking about music Nana.
Oh, the mute. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Probably not.
What's your question?
Okay, well, you know, some of my favorite artists are Mizuki Nana, Minami Kobayashi, Bonus, Kuya. I just wanted to know, like, what were some of your favorite Japanese anime artists?
Oh yeah, well that would be like the Nana artists actually from the anime and from the live action. Like Yuna Ito is one of my favorite singers, and Mika Nakashima. I love Boa, and you know, just I mean Yellow Generation, and I mean there's so many, but those are kind of the ones that come to mind probably. So.
Well, I have a question for Traci. How much do you think J-rock and J-pop and just international music influences your current singing style and your overall aesthetic?
That's a good question. Well, as far as like my style, I like reading manga and watching anime influences how I dress a lot. Like people think I'm crazy when I just walk around down the street because I dress like, you know, Hachi and, you know, or legwarmers all the time when it's not in fashion. But as far as the music, it does a little bit, I would say. I'm influenced just by all different things, and whatever I'm listening to just kind of at the time probably plays a part in what I want to sing, so.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, it definitely plays a part.
Oh, I forgot this announcement. I forgot this is an important announcement. One of the big things that we're doing in season 3 of Anime TV is opening it up to the fans, so you can be part of the show and do reviews as well. And we're starting that actually here at AX. I can't believe I forgot this at the beginning. We're reviewing 2 shows here at AX. We're reviewing High School of the Dead and However, we're not reviewing it. You guys are. If you guys have seen it, either one of those, High School of the Dead or at the Bang Zoom booth, which is 1401, after this, about a half an hour after this ends at 2:30, at 3 o'clock, we're putting you guys on Anime TV. We're gonna have you do a little review of either one of those shows, and then we're gonna sort of cut it together, put it on the show. Kind of cool, huh? And that's what we're gonna do a lot more in season 3. We're actually gonna be probably going out to places like Quiznos and Boba Loca or whatever. And then you guys can join us there. We're gonna do live reviews and create fan reviews of the show. So we wanna hear your opinions, we wanna hear your thoughts. Whether you liked it or not, who cares? I mean, just bring your opinions.
In retrospect, we shouldn't have called this an Anime TV panel. It should have been Anime TV, we ain't dead yet, check us out.
We're coming back, baby.
We ain't dead yet.
Just to clarify on the reviews, is that animes you dictate, or can it be any old anime? Can it be ones that haven't been licensed out yet? What are the...
I can answer that question, because we have 2 segments. We're also shooting another segment called Confessionals, Anime TV Confessionals, which is another fan segment, but it's all about just giving you a moment with the camera. If there's anything you ever wanted to say about anime, if there's a specific anime, about a person, about the way you smell, we really don't care. It's your time, it's your confessional. So you get to be on the camera and have your own private moment with the anime world, and that's kind of, so really, we have those reviews, which we will specifically choose, like Durarara, High School of the Dead, and we'll probably choose others down the road. Usually it's going to be whatever the newest thing is that's out, and the confessionals will give you a chance to talk about whatever you want. Those are 2 separate segments.
I love the shonen all the time. It's a secret of mine, really, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit of myself so you understand what type of confessionals we're going to be
My
doing.
confession is that Roy owns a yaoi paddle.
They weren't supposed to know that. That was
there.
we agreed. That was something secret between us. It transforms, by the way, back all the way.
This panel is going in a new direction. I think I like it.
The gentleman right there was a question.
Question mark. Question right here.
Yes. Is this Q&A time now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's always Q&A time.
All right. This debate's a lot of people argue by it, but in your opinion, would you consider the Boondocks anime?
No.
I'll take that.
All right.
Why not?
Roy's getting on for like 45
Hold on. You just opened.
I want to talk about
I
it.
know this is good.
This is good. You just opened like, this might be the rest of the panel, man. This is a huge topic. This is like, no, we actually had an episode 10, was it, of Anime TV season 2, where we talked
I
about
would say
this. It's huge.
Well,
Because we're on different
Okay, Roy,
ends.
you go first.
well, back in season 2, we talked about hunting, which was my mistake, a debate that went around in circles. Basically, for Aaron McGruder, we always knew that he was huge into the anime, huge into manga, huge into kung fu. So when you look at that, when we came into the Boondocks, a lot of that really did shine through. That being said, in season 2, you remember the Bushido Brown fights, you remember the Bushido Brown from season 1, and those were lifted directly from anime sources. In fact, I think Studio Madhouse was consulted on several of the episodes of the fighting scenes. And so when you think about the Japanese influence in American animation today, that line is really blurring.
It's blurry.
So we have to be responsible enough in going forward and saying, should we classify it as anime or not? At the end of the day, and this sounds weird, but should it really matter at this point?
No.
I mean, the animations becomes, the good animation has come to a point where we pay homage to downright imitation, but we have to find what type of art form has that type of spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got in a huge argument in season 2 because someone asked, is Avatar the last Airbender in anime? And I was on the side of yes.
And I was on the side of no.
And he was on the side of no. And we couldn't film. We couldn't film our damn episode because we were yelling at each other. It's like, yes, no, why, who cares, shut up. Like,
I just think it makes it all so confusing because, like, when I grew up, the big thing when I was a kid was Rainbow Bright. That was like the end all for me was Rainbow Bright, and it's something I didn't see for a lot of years. And I went back and I watched Rainbow Bright and Star Stealers, greatest movie ever made, and the entire animation group. I mean, it was all done in Korea and Japan. The entire thing, the whole show is done in Korea and Japan. So just because it was done in English language first, does it make it not an anime? No, I don't think it does. I think we're just too worldly enough at this point in general with the internet that we shouldn't have to define those lines anymore. I think we should just say it's animation. Anime is short for animation.
Right.
So.
And then you have those things like Robotech and Macross. We were like, okay, Robotech is definitely an anime. No, it's really not. It's like Digimon is definitely an anime. It's a great Americanized anime. The dub team and the writers worked in Digimon, took it in a completely different direction that was both enjoyable and easy to follow. And they got Pokemon, and well, things get a little gray in that area. But if you want my personal opinion about it, if I had to say, is Boondocks an anime? I'd say no, because it wasn't from Japanese
It just wasn't from Japan.
It wasn't from Japan.
It wasn't from
Production
Japan.
companies.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, Batman the Animated Series had TMS work on it. You know what I mean? So you have to go with Japanese concept, Japanese origin. Then again, that means Hayao Miyazaki's productions aren't anime, technically, because some of his concepts came out here in like New York and America. So
the line is so blurred now. It's really difficult. But I think that what you said was best, Roy, is that if you really love something like that, it doesn't really matter as much anymore. I mean, it's about opening up those lines, you know, just like in life.
Do I get to say something about it in the booth over there? Well, to me, it's just that if it looks like an anime, it acts like an anime, it talks like an anime, it's anime to me, regardless where it's from. It doesn't have to be from Japan. I think it should just go in the category as anime because people don't count it, and we can't do anything related to Boondocks, like cosplay or act in the, audition for it,
Yeah, well,
So you're definitely a fan of Glen Murakami style with Teen Titans and even some of the new movies coming out from DC Direct.
No, not quite. It's just the Boondocks is so close to the anime style. That's why it's anime influence. So I count it as anime to me.
And I say, and it's the type of thing too, and this is where I come from on it. If people want to cosplay Boondocks, if you want to be a part of that and cosplay to Anime Expo, do it. And I think people are going to be supportive. And not only that, I think it's going to be freaking awesome because you're going to be one of the only Boondock people. And I think because of that, people are going to be like, oh, dude, let's do some Boondocks. That's
okay.
I think it'll open up new realms. And I think it's about taking that step to opening new realms. But someone's got to take that step.
That's the problem. Because if
like
you
your
go out
church.
there, right?
My church. Hallelujah.
Okay, if you go out there, right, you're dressed like Riley or Huey, people are not going to notice, like, oh, it's a black guy. So you're like, no, I'm Huey from Boondocks. And first you'd be like, there're going to be one, two groups. You'd be like, oh, that's clever. Oh, you really had no idea for a costume. So you just, that's great.
But I find Anime Expo especially, it's all about support. And that's the great thing about AX and about these conventions. We come here and we're supported. And we find people that have common interests and we feel supported and we support them. And that's something that's so wonderful. So even if someone's like, I don't know what that's from, you're like, oh, it's from the Boondocks. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, everything works out in the end.
Yeah.
Good question.
Now, like at AX,
we see a lot of people cosplaying a bunch of different things. I know, like, my group of friends will cosplay Disney characters.
Yeah.
And, like, other things. Do you guys have a problem with people who are not necessarily from animes cosplaying as
Huge
Big problem.
Huge. I boil at the veins. You don't understand. I'll go out of my way.
Yeah. In the beginning, I cosplayed Ariel back in 2008 for the first time here. And I just wanted to do it because I love the character and I had a place, it wasn't Halloween yet, and I had a place to wear it, so I did it just for fun, just for me. And I'm with you. I feel like anime, you know, if you enjoy it and it's animation, if you want to lump it into that category, that's fine with me. People may disagree, but that's how I feel. Avatar for me, definitely an anime.
Someone dresses Someone dresses the Cookie Monster. Someone
Seriously,
dresses
like,
as the.
more power to them, right?
Yeah, dude, you know what?
Star
No
Wars.
matter what happens, we all grew up on Snoopy.
Yeah.
I want to be a Rush Limbaugh cosplayer. I just want to see one of those guys walking around like politicians, really.
Oh, well, that's going a little. I
There's
don't
some
know
interesting
how I feel about that, but I was gonna say, with the Ariel thing, I got some people that got a little weird with me. People got a little angry. I had some opposition, and now I feel like there's more of us, and a lot of us are doing those Disney gatherings and stuff, and as well for Avatar and other things, and it's becoming more, you know, well accepted, and I really appreciate that.
I have a big dare. I have a big dare. Everyone's gonna laugh. So if anyone could even dress as politicians, then I dare someone to cosplay George.
I'll do Barack Obama.
No, I was gonna say George Bush.
George Bush?
Texas.
Am I wrong? Was there not somebody dressed as Nixon here?
Texas, my American people.
Really
My name is George W. Bush.
There ain't nothing wrong with
And,
Texas now, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with Texas. We got
Or George Washington.
strategic, and we're gonna win this war. George Bush.
I like how your impersonation of George Bush is Will Ferrell doing George Bush.
That's all we do. We have a question right here.
Which Fullmetal Alchemist series is your favorite and why?
Oh, you're terrible. You're terrible. Sir, you're terrible. Someone tell me he's terrible. You're terrible.
Oh, look, you got Roy going again.
It was my question.
Oh, the fire.
Roy, I think this one's yours.
Oh, all right. So, first things first. All right, let's talk about the original Full Metal Alchemist, right? Downer ending.
Keep it concise.
I'll put it this way. Downer ending. The anime went its own way, which was cool. I hate the fact that no matter what universe you put it in.
Who dies? Who dies?
Stop spoiling.
What?
Oh.
Spoilers.
Oh, of course.
Spoilers!
It's been out
Cover your ears.
Alright. I'm terrible.
Just edit that part out.
Alright.
I like
that being said,
I love the movie Shambhala.
yeah, Shambhala was cool.
Well, what's your favorite one?
Brotherhood's more visceral.
Yeah.
Brotherhood had those moments in the manga that you wanted to see. I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say Roy Mustang turns up the heat, and it doesn't let down that entire
And
scene.
then you pull out your Yowie paddle.
We don't talk about that.
So, you know, it's so funny. I just remember this. I want to make sure that people know this. You were in Nanoha, Bailey.
So were you in Nanoha?
I know. Who were you in Nanoha?
I was Raging Heart or Raising Heart, depending on what background you come from. And I was also Signum in the second season.
No, it's a brother.
That's right. I was Bardishan Zafira.
Did you speak a lot of German in that?
No, actually, no, that was KG. KG had to speak German. Like, it's funny because we were like the swords, and I'm like, you know, Arg Saber. And like KG, he was like, you know, Ich Glaschkund Robenstein. Good question.
Pirates or ninjas?
Jedi.
Good answer.
Okay.
If I had to choose one of the two, I'd choose ninjas.
I choose pirates.
I'm still
I
Jedi.
hated to be one.
So we got ninjas, pirates,
Jedi.
Jedis,
Pirates.
pirates. I think Jedi absolutely don't.
Asian pirates or Asian
Hold on,
ninjas?
let's go to the question in the back real quick before we come back up front. No, I thought I saw a hand. Okay, we'll go right here.
What's one anime do you remember that fueled your love for it?
I have two. which would be the first two I ever saw. The first thing I ever saw was Sailor Moon.
Me too.
See, kids, there was a time in my life when the internet did not exist because I'm that old. So back in high school, before the internet started, I had a friend who would get them bootlegged from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend from Japan, and so I sort of watched just random episodes, and I loved it. And when the internet came to be, that was like the first thing I got a hold of and watched every episode. But then there was a big break in my anime viewing, and it wasn't until Trigun came out that a friend of mine was like, you have to watch Trigun.
I remember when we auditioned together, we were talking about that early on.
Well, this is the funny part, though. When we went to audition, I watched Trigun in English because I watched it on Cartoon Network. And Johnny Young Bosch was at our auditions, and I had no idea what Johnny looks like, or even that he was the guy who did Bosch Stampede.
I met him.
So we're like, doop, 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 and I'm like, I love Trigun, blah, 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 blah. And then someone later was like, you know that's Bosch. And I was like, oh my God, like I hope I didn't make an ass out of myself. You know, so, yeah, I felt, and everyone's like, it's a Power Ranger. And I'm like, that's Bosch the Stampede. So.
I bashed Johnny, and I was hoping he wouldn't drop kick me. I was like, man, that voice actor kind of reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog. And he just looked at me like, I stand by my opinion. And I was like, please don't drop kick me. You're awesome, Power Ranger.
I still hired you.
I met him.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. You like Johnny?
At the Comic-Con in Arizona in 2008.
He's pretty cool, man.
With Greg Iris and someone from who does Naruto. It was her birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your favorite?
My favorite one.
No, go for it, right? What's your favorite?
My favorite one. Back in '98, Sci-Fi did this thing called Anime Week with this host called Paul Smile. It was kind of weird. She was the first live-action anime girl for cosplay, so that's kind of weird. Main point is that there was a show called Galaxy Express 999.
That's a good show.
And it was literally the first anime I've ever seen about a young boy journeying into space trying to avenge the death of his mother. And at the very tail end of it, right, Maytel saying goodbye, Tetsuo. And Tetsuo looks out there into the sun and goes, and so the young boy becomes a man. As a tear rolled down his eyes. I'm like, God, that was freaking cool! And it got me. Then I saw Gundam, and well, you see where we are now.
What's your favorite, Traci?
Sailor Moon was the one.
She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one, Sailor Moon.
It was on TV when I was a kid, and I was, in the mornings, I think before school, it would come on, and I was kind of like, this show's dumb. This is so silly. Wait, I kind of want to know what happens. Wait, 5 more minutes, Mom. Wait, and then I ended up, and I think it was later on in high school, I got really into it, and I finally just owned up, and I was like, okay,
Wait,
I like
it
it.
came out when you were in junior high school?
I think it was on.
Oh my God, I was in 4th grade.
I think it was on in the morning.
It was on.
I'm trying to remember. I know I was young. I know I was younger.
I was
but,
about to start college.
Samurai Pizza Cash.
Samurai Pizza Cash, Bruno the Kid, Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Pokemon. Wait, but I have a funny story about Sailor Moon though. So.
All right, go for it.
So I was really into it to the point where on all of my binders and stuff in school, I printed off the internet pictures of the Sailor Scouts and I put them on my binders and I would carry them around and I would go on like the Sailor Moon fan sites and my mom was like, so. You're not going to run off and join a Sailor Moon cult, are you? She did not get anime, and now she gets it, and she even appreciates it. But
so you said yes, then, right? You said yes.
It's like heck yeah. But
I'll tell you my favorite real quick before we move on to the next question right over here. My favorite anime growing up, the one that really, my father had me watching Akira and Ghost in the Shell. My dad, he taught me well. My dad taught me well with all the best. But my favorite for many, many years was actually Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury was the one that really locked me in because I'm a big gamer. In fact, I'm Spike TV's 2006 Ultimate Gamer for John Madden.
Oh, nice.
And I am. They whole refurbished my house with all the electronics. It's awesome. Thank you, Spike TV. So that was the game for me, or that was the show for me, the DVD. And now my favorite is Now and Then, Here and There. If you guys have never heard of it, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's amazing. We have a question over here.
For each of you, what was one of the more extensive and memorable projects that you've adopted since Anime TV?
That we've worked on?
That we've adopted, yeah, that we've done since Anime TV, since we started in the past, goodness, 4 or 5 years.
Do you mean everything? Anything we've done, or just
expansive?
In terms of this business and industry, yeah. All right.
You guys should start.
Yeah, you should.
in terms of this industry?
The biggest, most expansive one I'm still working on is called Project Outside the Accepted Known Universe. The acronym literally goes Otaku. And basically, I've been going around for the last, this is my 40th convention. And I started Anime TV about 5 years ago. So for the last 8 or 10 cons, I've been going around getting interviews, filming people, and that's going to start off the podcast about talking everywhere from video games, what people are feeling about it, pretty much showing the world that otaku is not so much of a 5-letter word out here. And as for Western otaku, it's, you know, at the same time, there's a big stigma about it. So that's supposed to be, that's my expensive.
That was yet to come, yet to come. When can we keep our hopes up for that? When can we see that?
Well, right now, I really wanted to do like 20 conventions. Get 20 conventions talking to people in the industry,
where you at now?
Showrunners. I'm at 10, so I'm thinking it might
halfway there.
Halfway there. Big video collage, what I've been working on. So.
How about Bailey?
I don't know, I talk about it all the time, I feel like such a dummy, but I lived in Japan for a year, and I've now been back in America for a year, but I moved to Japan not for the anime culture, actually. I know it sounds strange, like I love Japan. I went there on vacation to do like Akiba and those anime things, and I found that I ended up loving Japan for not that. And so I moved there, and it was amazing, but before the show, we got to go film a bunch of stuff, so I got to go into like a maid cafe, and we went to an otaku dance party, or cosplay dance party, I guess is what it's properly called, which was the most bizarre experience of my life. But just getting to interact with Japanese fans, and my Japanese is really rough, but it was funny how they could say like a really, really long sentence and I would not understand the Japanese, and then they would say like, Akira, and I'm like, yes! Yes! Like it was like the anime words and the names of things would just sort of bind you to kind of together in these interviews and stuff, so that was cool. I really liked living there.
How about you, Traci? Traci is actually our newest cast member, casted last season. And let's see, what you're working on?
What?
Something you loved working on in the industry?
Something I've been working, I mean, I don't know if it's necessary, it's not like related to anime TV, but I don't know, I've been really busy with working on my music, so I just released my single in October. So that's just kind of been what I've been focusing on, and aside from, what?
Where can we find it?
Oh, it's called Fantasy.
It is awesome.
You can find it on iTunes and Amazon, Shockhound. Or actually, Shockhound doesn't exist anymore, so iTunes and Amazon. I just remember that. And cosplay photo shoots and lots of cool stuff like that. Some magazine spreads and cool stuff cosplay related.
Dude, seriously, Facebook, you're finding a ton of stuff. My favorite, I think my big one was, actually probably playing my first lead was in Familiar of Zero. I played Saito and Osmond. The principal, and I thought that was really cool, and it was a great learning experience. It was like my first role, and it was a lead role, and I got to work with Tony Oliver. He was my director on that, and it was kind of cool. I mean, Saito was a tough role because it was just like me in a higher register, where I was like, I'm Saito here again, which was different because I have a deep voice and I had to learn a lot. And then Osmond was fun because he's more character-y, where I got to be like, look at this character. So I think that was really great for me, and it was a great learning experience. All right, questions. We're running low on time, so let's do a question. We got two. Okay, hold on, we'll go here first. Quick. Wait, who has had the entire time?
She's had her hand up
hold on, we're gonna go.
Okay, go ahead. We're coming back. Go ahead. That's okay.
Yeah, luckily I jog.
Is there any anime that you dislike?
Yes.
In particular?
Yes.
Bailey's gonna hate when I say this.
What are you gonna say?
Let's hear about that.
I hate Angel Beats.
Angel Beats is awesome. Shut your mouth.
You want to know more of this conversation? Watch Anime TV. I'll go into depth there later.
I'm actually the mean one, I feel like, in the cast, because I treat anime like I treat normal blockbuster films. I am not kind to them, and I don't automatically like things just because it's anime. So I'm really harsh on things, but I think the worst thing I have seen in the last few months would be the Iron Man anime, which I told you to watch. Actually, I recommend everyone go watch like 2 episodes of it, just so then you can like throw up, and then go, I will never do that to myself again. Because I'm sorry, but it's awful. It's awful.
Well, Huntic, but did we even decide that was an anime? And kind of. It fits
we
into
did
it.
review it.
I guess I'd call it an anime, but yeah, I didn't.
I also hate, and this is my one that everyone's gonna yell at me for. I'm not a fan of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Me too. Neither am I. I can't stand her.
Wait,
Don't get it.
You like me for hating Angel Beats? And you...
Yeah, I like Angel Beats.
I can't stand Haruhi.
I've not seen the movie. I do want to see the movie.
I hate it until I saw the movie.
A lot of people said that, but the movie got them back, so I do want to see the movie. Yeah.
But to be truthful, Haruhi season 2 was a letdown. That's not from a...
I know!
That's just from a
I know!
standpoint. It was clever, but for an anime, every week the same episode, even slightly different.
It was a waste.
It was a waste. I wouldn't buy that. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't buy into it.
I fell asleep for most of them.
My judge on if I like anime or not is if I have solitaire going in the same, like if I minimize the window and then I have solitaire in the other half. If I'm watching the solitaire more than the anime, then I know I don't like it. That's my judge of it. Like Laura once said she goes and makes a sandwich if she's making sandwiches all the time because she's bored. That's me with solitaire.
Oh, that's right. We are missing Laura Siegel. She's our other cast member. She's not here. Right
She's
today.
making a sandwich.
She's making a sandwich right now. That's right.
She's too bored to come.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what my first anime is, because they asked you what was your first anime, right?
Right.
Which one was yours?
Galaxy Express 999.
And what's yours?
Sailor Moon.
And yours?
Sailor Moon.
Alright, I don't think any of you know, but my first anime I ever seen, believe it or not, was The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, the one with Aylin Quinn as Dorothy.
It was made by Toho.
Green.
No, Toho, I know what you're talking about.
In 1982. To me, compare that to the first Wizard of Oz in 1939. I liked the anime better because it was more action and adventure, and the lion walks on 4 legs, and the witch was more evil, and the action was better. I just liked that better. It was faithful to the. But yeah, that was my first anime. The Wizard of Oz. It's on YouTube.
Like your random ones?
Yeah, totally. There's some like my dad had Lord of the Rings, and it was all sort of like old style animation. Crazy.
Thought I should let you know.
I know Traci cosplays, but I was wondering if any
No,
of
not
you
that
got,
one.
any other you guys have, and
That's
what
not
your
it.
guys' first
From 1982.
and how when.
Oh, you know what? Bailey cosplays quite a bit.
No, I don't anymore. Well, okay.
For your job, you do.
Traci and I both work at separate children's party companies.
We're taking over the world.
So I basically do cosplay every Saturday and Sunday for my job, but I'm getting paid to do it. So it's a little bit different. But no, the first one I ever did actually was Udil from Sailor Moon. If anyone knows who Udil is, she's one of the bad guys. Which I made out of things I found at Goodwill. And then, I've only done a few of them though, and I did Tendo Rushina from Grenadier, which I love that anime, that my friend made like legit. And made me a boob harness.
If you look at her MySpace, you'll see her old Star Wars outfits.
But those aren't old. That's for my job.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's old as it's.
I was Princess Leia 2 weeks ago.
I'm not talking about the white skin, you're doing the red.
That was our thing, yeah. I do that for kids' parties too.
Yeah, so.
Someone actually pays me to go as a bald-headed alien with guns to entertain their 5-year-old.
It's kind of hot.
Best job ever.
We have a question over here.
I was just wondering what your guys' favorite genre of anime would be.
Mecha. Everything mecha. It's Gundam.
So my least favorite is Mecha.
Gurren God. People say Sakura Wars is more of a love story. I'm like, no, it has giant robots in it. I'll watch it. Gao Gaigar, Mazinger, Gigantor. Oh man, I have all of Astro Boy. I love Mecha. This is what I am. What I do. Tyson. Yes.
I like the high school dramas. I like romance.
Like Slice of Life, like a show.
I do like slice of life. I like fighting stuff because I fight a lot.
I'm with Bailey on that one. I'm a fighter. I like fighting.
People beating the crap out of each other.
It's not an anime until someone relents the horrors of war. Marmash, you know.
We have a question all the way in the back.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I kind of arrived late, so I don't know if this has already been asked.
Yes, I am black.
Okay. Dubs versus subs. Do you guys have a preference?
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
It depends on the anime.
But you know what though? This is the great thing about anime TV I love is that we all have an opinion, but most of the time they're all different. So we all get to argue about it and have you guys argue with us. So
well, just from the nature of our job, we all know a lot of voiceover people. I mean, Cristina V and Johnny and those things. So because of that, I like to support my friends, my fellow actors. So I will always start something dubbed into English. Now, unless it hasn't been, like I have watched, like when I watched Do Da Da Da, it wasn't dubbed yet. I watched it when I was in Japan, so obviously I don't have that option. But I will always watch it dubbed. Then after a few episodes, if I can't take it, then I will switch back. So, like for example, I was saying this earlier, I watch Bleach dubbed. I love Bleach dubbed. I don't care what anyone says, but I think Johnny does a great job as Ichigo. But I cannot watch Naruto dubbed. Can't do it. I can't do it.
She can't do it. Believe it!
No, I can't. I joked, my boyfriend is not a fan of anything nerdy, and I'm slowly teaching him. And I told him we should have a drinking game every time he says believe it, and just start taking shots and stuff.
Hammered in 2 minutes.
We didn't do it, but I was counting one time. Like, I would be on the floor dead now if I had actually, and this is like in episode 2.
Southern California woman died from alcohol poisoning from watching Naruto. Japan under investigation.
At the end of it, it said, it really happened, believe it.
You can watch Shippuden dubbed. He doesn't say believe it anymore.
Thank God.
Right, quickly.
Alright, quickly. Sub versus dub. One Piece really messed it up for me the first time I tried to do dub. It really hurt. Watched it again sub. Been watching sub ever since. I love subs. Down the line, I'm a good reader.
Traci, subs or dubs?
Generally subs, but the newer stuff, like I really enjoy some of the newer stuff in the dubs. Just depends on the anime. It really depends.
I agree with that. I'm about 80% subs, 20% dubs.
Yeah.
However, every here and there I come across a dub that's so good, you know, and I actually prefer it. But most of the time for me, it's subs. Question?
Sunrise does do good dub.
What made you dislike Angel Beats?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, what, Roy? Because that show is awesome.
Angel Beats' problem, I'll keep this as concise as it is. Angel Beats' problem is that it should have gone 26 episodes. Because of that, I understand in Japan there was a meta movement, which means that you can only get the full story. If you watch the anime, read the manga, also look at the novels. Because of that, there were a lot of character development arcs that I couldn't get behind, couldn't fall behind. Because of that, especially in the last episode, when the main character blankety blank blank blanks the female character, I was like, huh, that's great, where'd this come from? The entire time, the last half, it's like, computers will be in the Matrix, what's going on? So maybe it's my fault for being an American guy watching the animes purely, but when I touch a manga, it's because it's a manga of its own merit. I don't need to watch an anime and say, oh, I need to look the manga in order for me to get the full picture. Anime should have been a good thing, should have gone 26 episodes. Production problem, that's the only thing I
Round of applause for Roy for doing that without giving a spoiler! That was good!
Those of you watching the picture know exactly what I mean. It should have been a 20. If it was a 26 episode series, I would have said its praises.
You can definitely see more Roy rants on GoAnimeTV.com. We have lots, and Roy's good, man. Talk about being informed.
I know this is a weird question, but how long can you last, like, listening to Nyan Cat?
Oh. I just saw it for the first time the other day.
Guess what? 26 hours.
No way!
Here's how I did it.
Why, you slept?
No, here's how I did it, right? See, I had to do a lot of things. I was like doing video editing, and sometimes when I just have to work focus on anime or video editing, I don't sleep, especially when it comes to A&Bs. So after a while, I was just literally just going through anime, finding scenes. I didn't really need to hear the music. So I just did that, and like, I bet you can't do it Nyan Cat, or Nyan Cat. I'm like, you're annoying me, I'll do it. So I'm a very big guy, I'm very competitive that way. If you call me, if you say I can't do it, I will do it, even if it kills me. So after I was done doing my project, it was like, wow, how long have I been doing this?
Just go YouTube.
You know, I will say, you gotta see Nyan Cat. I actually listen to it in small bursts because it's my ringtone on my phone.
This is my ringtone.
That's my real ringtone.
Alright, Toho Project, your thoughts?
Bullet hells are awesome! Next question.
Your thoughts, all of them.
Wait, what was, I didn't hear the question. What was it?
Toho Project.
But Toho Project, it's
What it is,
okay, for those who know what Project Toho is, it's a series of games developed pretty much out of garages, pretty much about bullet hells. Now, bullet hells, you know what bullet hells are? It's like R-Type or Gradius, where you're a ship and you're flying through this horde of projectiles that can kill you in one instance.
That's that game?
Yeah.
That game's amazing! That's what it's called?
Yeah. 1941 is a good classic example of bullet hells. It's a big, like, it goes back.
I didn't know that. I got like 4 hours of sleep because I was playing that. Jeez.
They should make a Nyan Cat bullet hell, by the way.
That's what it's. Dude, that would be amazing. Like a special, like instead of a shotgun, he poops rainbows. Like, that would be amazing. Oh my goodness. Great. I didn't know.
But Toho Project is a great thing. You don't have to buy it actually, so I don't think you have to buy it. A lot of the fan made ones.
You guys know what it is? You've seen it?
Oh, you know what Nyan Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, she's got up on Nyan Cat.
This question is for Roy. Since you're such a huge mecha fan,
Right.
what is your favorite Gundam pilot? Who is your favorite Gundam pilot and why?
My favorite Gundam pilot is Troll Bar. Use some serious. No, actually, my favorite one will always be Amuro Ray, only for the fact that when you think about Gundam pilots, right? You have to think about the template that set it apart, right? Like before Ray, there's no like mysterious girl bit, but for Amuro Ray, it was pretty much you saw the whole idea that he came from this young boy, naive and full of hope, to this monster at the end, if you know what I mean. And you see that full transformation, and I can't see any character development after Gundam that even matches that. So Amuro Ray all the way.
Sweet. Hey, you know, Roy did the red carpet event, and we did an interview with Danny.
Oh, Danny Chu.
Yeah, so we got some cool things happening in 3 weeks. His episode comes out for that on GoAnimeTV.com. Question!
If you guys are familiar with it, what is your take on Soul Eater?
Watch Anime TV.
Yeah, we actually did a review season 2 of Soul Eater. We reviewed that anime. In fact, if you go to GoAnimeTV.com, that episode should be there. And we actually did a review. Who was on the panel for that one?
I was actually.
Roy was on. You weren't on that one.
I was in Japan.
Oh, she was in Japan. So we had Roy. Do you remember who you were with on that panel?
Nick and I believe Keiji and Laura.
Okay, so we had 4 people on that panel reviewing Soul Eater, which we will have more reviews just like that in the coming season. But yeah, check that one out. GoAnimeTV.com. You can find out about Soul Eater. Did you like it?
I thought it was stylish. That was cool, and that's it.
I actually kind of agree with that. I'm watching it right now. I'm on episode like 8, and I really like it. It's stylish, but it's not fantastic, but I really enjoy it. So, you keep watching it? I figured it's gonna get really. The thing is, I enjoy it. Like I watch it. I love the style of it. Someone said Tim Burton. I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. It is kind of Tim Burton-ish. And like, I love the moon, the sun. Like they're always kind of freaky looking. They're always like. And no, but it's really cool and interesting. So I'm looking forward to finishing it.
It's not the anime you deserve, but what you need right now.
I agree with that. That's actually a funny way to put it. Here we go.
Hi. I want to know, are you guys currently watching any animes, and what are they?
Okay, I'm watching Gosik and Anohana. Anohana broke my heart, by the way. But Gosik, Anohana, and I just finished Amagami SS. And I'm looking at about 5 Fractal. Okay, I watch a lot of the animes that the season comes out of. So if you really want me to sit here and list them, no. But Gosik and Anohana are the ones at the top of my head right now.
Danny?
I'm still trying to catch up on Bleach. I'm only on episode 110. And then Jonathan just informed me I could have skipped the entire Bounce stuff. And I'm pissed about that.
I told her, I was like, no joke, she told me today, and I was like, skip the whole Bounto thing. I was like, that's all filler. I was like, you'll save yourself 50 episodes. She goes, but I just finished it.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I did start Beelzebub, which I need to finish.
Beelzebub.
But I mean, honestly, the problem is I don't watch a ton of anime because, like Traci agrees, we both have like 3 jobs. I'm never home, so.
It's really like what we're covering for the episodes of anime TV. We like hit that hard. Traci, are you watching?
I try to fit it in whenever I can. Right now, I'm watching Trigun for the first time, actually. Which I'm embarrassed to say that. I know. I know, but yeah, I'm really liking it. And then I've just started like 1 episode of, I don't even know how to say it, Clannad?
Clannad.
Clannad. Thank you very much.
By the way, I have 5 series on my phone right now.
And I'm watching Fairy Tail, which is awesome. That was like the shit when I was in Japan. I'm sorry, but everywhere you went, it was Fairy Tail. It was everywhere. I was like, I gotta watch this stupid show. So.
I'm watching Soul Eater, which is cool. That's actually the one I'm really into right now, and I'm really digging it. I like Soul Eater. Except for it's not fantastic.
Has had her hand up for a million years.
Okay, this is the last question. We're all done. Last question here. Come in here. Go for it. Last question.
Make it worth it.
Good to see you guys.
What is your opinion on for kids TV anime?
I have an opinion on that. Who wants it? Right? You got to keep this one good stuff.
All right. Let's it. Do you believe in karma? You believe in karma? Then I don't need to say anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna take a different route. Actually, I'm gonna slightly support 4Kids anime, and there's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it, Roy. I know, don't do it, Roy. Save it till later. There's a reason for it, and the reason is that you get younger American kids to watch anime and to sort of get like a basic understanding of it, and like, you know, I mean that's okay. I think opening up anime, even if it's not the best rendition, opening it up to new circles is a good thing. Essentially, we want more anime fans. We want anime to flourish, so if we've got to tweak it a bit, we can make little sacrifices on that end. However, we just don't need to go too far, because some of it is just god-awful. So, but you know what though? Some of it's cool, man. Some of it's alright. I watch Yu-Gi-Oh, but now I do the
Mega Man NT Warrior.
Yeah, you know, but you know, so I've got to show some love for that. Everyone, thank you very much. Please give a round of applause to Traci Hines, Chadwick, Pitt, myself, I'm Jonathan Meza. Everyone, it's Anime TV. Make sure to check out the Bang Zoom booth. That's 1401. Come down in a half an hour to do your review of Do Ra Ra Ra, and also High School of the Dead. We will put you on camera and do your live review. And check out GoAnimeTV.com and Funimation channel for all the cool stuff that we have coming up on
New episode, 2 weeks.
New episode.
You promise. Should we do it?
Remember,
2 weeks. 2 weeks, you'll see our brand new episode. It's going to be pretty cool. All about everything happening right here at AX. Thank you guys so much.